Alright, we did it. We survived the Bond event gauntlet. I know it's hard to believe, but we are finally moving on with the plot.
Oh, I don't believe you. You just had like 3 caffeinated drinks.
Yeah, that's the caffeine talking there, Ko.
Yeah, like, that's why he's close to his limit. Like I said, he's gotta pee like a motherfucker.
Oh, you're already standing outside.
And you were just on the roof like 5 minutes ago with Rion.
Haha, just kidding. Now it's time for Asuka's event.
God, if she grabs his hand and was like, Ko, I have vague feelings for you, I'm just gonna fucking flip my lid.
Okay, well the good news is that we won't see that part of the conversation because we did not get her Bond event. But if you had... Okay, so the way this scene works is that the bulk of this scene plays regardless, and it basically goes into where Ko's mindset is right now, which is like 8 kinds of fucked up. And then at the very end of it, if you have unlocked her Bond event, Asuka throws in this little add-on where she's like, where like they call each other by their first names, and then Asuka gets all embarrassed by it, and she's like, no, but I like it, keep doing it.
I suppose that's as intimate as Asuka would get in the time frame we've known her.
You know, it's your standard, oh, the tsundere is cracked moment.
And then he keeps calling her Hiragi for the rest of the game.
Is that actually the case, or do they actually have dialogue for if you, or, you know, where he calls her by first name for the rest of the game?
I don't know. That does seem like the sort of thing they might have actually done.
It's that good old Falcom, like, effort roulette where it was like, I thought, you know, like, Asuka, like, being with you at the start of Chapter 8 was basically like, oh yeah, they did that regardless, and it turns out, like, no, it actually is the character who you have the highest Bond event with, or the highest sum stat with, or whatever. Or no, it was, like, whoever was in, like, whoever's, like, number 2 or number 3 in your party or something, like, it's somewhere in the thread, but it's, like, it is a variable, actually, and I'm going, like, wow, I'm legitimately surprised by that. So yeah, if they actually had, like, a variable dialogue where, like, he just calls her Asuka for the rest of the game, that would be pretty cool, honestly.
I mean, it would also acknowledge character growth, and that's a much more dangerous hole to try and go down.
Also, again, completely undercutting Shiori's importance, where it was, like, the scene starts off with just basically, like Asuka's phantom narrative of just, like, oh, Ko, I know how important Shiori is to you, but call me by my first name because I want to bone you.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you said, but over Discord, it sounded like I want to phone you?
I mean, if this game was taking place in, like, the 1920s, that might have been about as risque as it gets, yeah? Asuka working up all of her courage to just finally phone the guy she actually likes.
So like I said, Ko is just actively asking to get mind wiped and be like, hey, maybe this'll help. So, you know, like I said, he's not in a great place right now.
Ko, if you've got, like, I don't know, about 2 hours of time to spare, like, I got a Jim Carrey movie that you might be interested in seeing, just, you know, to get a sense of how well that works out for the mind wipey.
私と時坂くんが本当の意味で出会ったのは。どんなに遠ざけてもしぶとく諦めずつきまとって。
Again, normally we'd call that a red flag, Asuka.
素人の仲間までノリでどんどん集めてきて。今までネメシスで培ってきたスタイルを完全に崩されて、あのガード下で出会ったのは正直失敗だったと思っていた。
それはなんつうかすまん、悪気はなかったんだが。
でも今はそれで良かったと思ってる。それまでの私は頑なで本当の意味で一人前とは言えなかった。だけどこの森宮の異変に関わって凝り固まった自分が一度ほどけて、そうして私は本当の意味で私として成長することができた。 XRC のみんなと。時坂くん、あなたがいてくれたからよ。時坂くんの問題も同じ。それはあなた自身が解決することだわ。でもこれだけは忘れないで。私は私たちはいつも見守っている。ソラちゃんに篠宮くんも、美月さんに高畑先輩、リオンさんにトワ先生も、そして伊吹くんに小日向くんに、きっとしおりさんも。あなたが
You got any other people you want to list off there, Asuka?
見守っている。
You know, I noticed that Mr. Goro is not on that list.
Like, I legitimately did not notice that. It's just like, God, like, she was just listing the whole fucking cast at this point. It's like, yes, yes, Asuka. Like, those all were important people. Even Shiori, apparently.
I mean, I'm still not entirely convinced Ryota was an important character, but I guess maybe we'll get there.
Wait, was Ryota in that list? I didn't...
He was, yeah. Yeah, Asuka said Ibuki.
Oh, Christ, yeah, right. I saw that and was like, wait a minute, who the fuck is that? I don't care.
I mean, you were right.
It's a shame you're not allowed to, like, put that as the title, but this would be a good title for that episode. Who the fuck was that? I don't care.
Episode 85. Who the fuck is Ibuki?
Is that Ryota?
You know, I appreciate that apparently gave bond to Ko, and only Ko.
It's like the game is, like, just punishing you for going like, yeah, no, you didn't max out Asuka, fuck you. Alright, everybody into the party bus.
I'm pretty sure this is literally just the van that Towa was driving when we went to the hot springs.
Maybe, yeah, that thing seated like 11 people. Why the fuck is Towa giving the mission briefing?
国防軍イージス部隊が出撃。括弧撃破を行っている隙に XRC メンバーを乗せた防弾車両が中央を強行突破します。
そしてパンドラに突入して一気に元凶を食い止める。
God, I hope that van is not what they're referring to as the armored vehicle.
なるほど。兵法にもかなってやがるな。高羽組承知したぜ。
へ、派手にやれそうだし、みなぎってくるじゃねえか。ブレイズも了解だ。
ちなみに車両の運転は佐伯三佐にお願いしています。結界術でも強化しますから、かなりの無茶も可能でしょう。
Oh, they're just gonna throw up some magic bullshit around it. That's how they classify it as armored.
イージス一同もどうか全力を尽くしてくれ。
はっ。05部隊の使命、必ずや果たしてみせます。
ジュン、傷の方はもういいのか。
ああ、なんとかね。僕も出し惜しみはなしだ。刻印騎士としての全力をこの一戦に尽くすことを誓おう。
おお。
大した気合だな。
さすがに期待せざるを得ないわね。
ええ、元猟犬として私も負けられませんね。京香さ
ん。よろしく頼む、京香君。
Honestly, at this point, I think Kyoka probably is the one person in the room who could kick June's ass.
そして日本の攻防、この一戦にあり、各自よろしく奮闘を頼む。そして XRC 諸君、本作戦の要は君たちにある。作戦開始まで英気を養い、万全の準備を整えてもらいたい。はい。
Like, seriously, why is Mr. Goro included with the XRC now?
Because he doesn't really have anywhere else to go. We've kind of, like, adopted him.
Yeah, like, I think on paper he's supposed to be the XRC's, chaperone? But yeah, it does kind of feel like we've adopted him.
That is literally Towa's job, like, you know... Like, yeah, like, he's just like some wandering hobo teacher who has just like sort of crashed this group and now we can't get rid of him.
I mean, at least he's a hobo teacher with a gun.
I mean, again, that could have been Towa, but unfortunately no, Falcom was too fucking cowardly.
I mean, as far as hobo teachers go, I guess I'll take Mr. Goro over the other one.
Yeah, I suppose, like, it could be, like, the school doctor who had, like, a terrifyingly low-res lab coat on, or the weird, creepy old dude walking around by the principal's office perving on all the girls.
You know what I think would have been funny? Is if we somehow appropriated Mrs. Saki into this whole thing?
Okay, Saki I'd be cool with because she can kick a shit ton of ass when need be.
She'd just be like screaming and just beating the shit out of greeds with her bare hands.
Yeah, she could be an alternate Sora.
But yeah, no, Argate, you're right. The legitimate hobo teacher in the park, the one from the university, is probably simultaneously both the better and worse option here compared to Mr. Goro. Because, like, at least he looks like a legitimate hobo.
Hey guys, have we dropped enough hints that this is the last chance you have to do anything?
I can't even joke and say that no, because Yuki's just fucking on the nose with it.
I mean, hell, even the calendar literally said final battle.
Oh yeah, no, the game's not subtle at all, which is a good thing, to be clear. Like, it is extremely good that the game is outright telling you, get your shit done and get it done now.
Also, that prompt that just came up was, like, really weird and creepy. You obtained Mr. Goro's personal clothes.
I get where they're going with that. Like, that's an outfit you can pick for him now. But yeah, that was worded real weird.
So yeah, there it is. The final dungeon. Just sitting there, waiting for you.
Oh, I'm glad basic sci-phone functions are available again.
It's good to see that the girl running the student newspaper has clearly lost her goddamn mind and just gone into Alex Jones territory. Like, the apocalypse is here! We're all gonna fucking die! Buy brain pills to make you shit yourself and black out!
Anyway, it turns out this side quest is real. We have finally found it.
Bull fucking shit it is.
It's been 3,000 years.
Yeah, so yeah, be honest, for a few minutes, I was legitimately starting to doubt.
You should have just gone with my suggestion and just edited this whole portion out of the video and just pretend that, like, no, actually, this side quest never existed. What are you talking about? You're the crazy one.
But then we'd miss out on the sweet cookout we're gonna have after this quest.
I'm assuming you mean in, like, the epilogue, right?
Did I stutter?
Okay. Last meal before the apocalypse, sure, why not?
Have you considered plating the food real nice? That could do a lot to help people's impressions of it.
So are we just, like, gonna go around town and get, like, normal food, or, like, are we gonna have to, like, go in and get, like, weird Eclipse food and just, like...
Oh god, no, we are absolutely about to give them some weird-ass Eclipse food.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, every time we go to an Eclipse, it's like we've gone to a supermarket with all the food we pick up.
Well, I guess we're all gonna die anyway, so, you know, why not chow down on some weird glowing, pulsating thing that, like, oozes when you try to, like, literally put it into your mouth?
I mean, it must check out. You know, like Mr. Goro said, apparently his unit uses Eclipse food in their food stuff, so...
Need I remind you, like, the last time that, like, anything came out of the Eclipse that someone put in their bodies, it was the crazy monster pills that Aki's gang was using to get super strong and super high with. We are going back to Aki's drug den to get all this shit, aren't we?
Oh no, we have all this shit. Ko has been carrying around, like, 50 things of solar eggs in his pockets for, like, the past week.
Finally, their time has come.
It's a good thing Ko has an interdimensional refrigerator in his pocket. Maybe think twice before you try weird mushrooms from the void.
I was gonna say, that's the plot twist, like, Ko didn't get these things from, like, the Eclipse, just, like, he ran into someone who looked like Danny DeVito, who was just like, may I offer you a solar egg in this trying time? Okay, Artix, that should be the title of the video.
Anyway, I told you we were having a fucking cookout.
Jesus Christ. Don't ask where the food came from, folks. I can't believe they literally made enough food to feed the entire goddamn city.
And all they needed was 20 things of solar eggs. Actually, I don't know what all of the Eclipse foods are off the top of my head. It's what? Solar eggs?
Lunar mutton?
Yeah, lunar mutton. There was like some sort of mead or like a... Oh well, the thread will know.
Anyway, yeah, basically we just fed a whole bunch of people eggs and mutton with a side of honey from the void. So yeah, that's great. Let's deal with that.
Now, wait 20 minutes, suddenly everyone in Morimiya turns into a 9-foot-tall monster with 7 eyes and 4 arms, and now we have to beat the shit out of all of them. Surprise, there's your final boss for the game. Yes, we went full Xenogears, deal with it. Because, like, that is literally a thing that happens at the end of Xenogears, by the way. The party's like, oh, here, we'll do something nice for all of humanity, and then all of humanity turns into monsters 10 minutes later.
This is also sounding like, 2's DLC in Drakengard 3.
Ponder the orb.
We are going to specifically make Mayu break her promise to Asuka over this armor, because Ko's greedy and wants it for himself.
I mean, that checks out with everything we know about Ko so far.
What wrong?
I like that because they couldn't be bothered to, like, change this cutscene in the middle of it. He's just yelling this from the other side of the room. Like, his granddaughter is dizzy and possibly, like, falling over, and he's just over there like, ah, you'll be fine, kid.
And of course, Rion just immediately goes and starts pandering to the audience in front of her.
Anyway, you may remember that we got 3 golden elements, and this quest only required 2. as it turns out, we can take that third and we can craft the shoes that go along with the armor.
Uh-huh.
Admittedly, it takes me a very long time to figure out where that option is in the menu because, like, you know, Jihei's just like, yeah, I'll, you know, if you find another one of those things, I'll make you a thing. But then, like, talking to either of them doesn't actually, like, bring up a prompt or anything. Like, you have to go digging all the way down into the crafting menu to find it.
You'd think they would just make it like a sort of a mini quest of sorts. Oh, was Tsukiyomi armor the lady's super armor?
Yes. So we don't want Ko to feel too special, so, and Rion does need a new pair of shoes, so we might as well give her the ones that give her a huge flying attack bonus.
Yeah, that checks out. I suppose there's only 3 golden elements per playthrough then.
I don't know if you can get more by, like, going through those dungeons again. You probably can, but, like, why would you want to? That sounds like 8 levels of ass.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should. I'm just curious if, like, you could.
Anyway, before we go, we have one final set of gifts. I know you were all just dying to see what Mr. Goro had to say when we shoved some random bullshit in his hands.
Of course, he completely undersells, just like, oh, this author really likes mountains. Whatever, throws the book over his shoulder.
I'm also told it's bad luck to give someone knives as a gift, but I don't know. I think I'd be as thrilled as Shio if I got those knives too. Hey, you made it!
I legitimately completely forgot about those knives because they're in the regular shop part of the blacksmiths. So when I found it, I was like, oh, okay, sure, whatever.
I love that Ko's like, yeah, I got you this cigarette case, maybe it'll come in handy, and Mr. Go's like, oh, fuck yeah, it will.
Wait, I thought we already got Mr. Goro a new watch band.
Did we? No, I thought we replaced his watch plate, and then now we've just replaced his watch altogether at this point.
Yeah, we ship a Theseus this shit.
Fucking ship of Theseus a watch.
I genuinely couldn't remember what we got out of that side quest for Mr. Goro.